This to try to make it an 8-point lead. It's no good. A draw to the right and wide, and suddenly Baker Mayfield is in position to go ahead with a touchdown.
Wow. You mentioned all the reliable kicks that he's made. He just pushes this to the right, and now Baker Mayfield has a chance. They still need a touchdown. Remember, he makes that kick. They need to go the length of the field. Touchdown, 2-point conversion. As you said, now a touchdown takes the lead.
No timeouts. They need to go 65 yards to take the lead and maybe win the game and take first place. Mayfield underneath. McMillan's there. So is Caden Ellis for the stop. At the 41-yard line.
He'd love to pick up one chunk play in the middle of the field. Run up and clock it.
Mayfield stepping up, taking a shot for Sterling Shepard and over the top. Incomplete. Richie Grant, the safety in for the injured Simmons, was in coverage.
I don't think Sterling Shepard thought that ball was coming to him. He kind of stopped when he looked back at Baker Mayfield, and Baker pulled the trigger and just ended up being a little bit off. I think if he runs through that zone, take a look. When he looks back, see him kind of slow down, and then he has to pick back up. And sometimes that makes all the difference.
Clock stopped at 40 seconds. Mayfield again, middle of the field underneath for Ryan Miller. Makes the catch for a first down at the 47. Clock moves near a half minute.
They need a chunk play. They don't have time for these 5-6 yarders at a time. They got to have a chunk play sometime here.
Mayfield looking for one. Down the middle, and it's caught. Inside the 35 by Rakim Jarrett. 15 seconds left.
Now they got to spike it. Now everyone's got to be facing forward, eligible formation, and clock it.
They stop it with 9 seconds left.
Second and 10 at the Atlanta 33.
Rakim Jarrett, this second half, he's made a lot of critical catches. Baker lets this dig route rip and puts it right on his back shoulder pad. Got 9 seconds left. Probably don't have enough time to get tackled inbounds and be able to run up and spike it, so you've got to work the sidelines, and now Raheem Morris wants to talk through his defensive strategy of how they want to defend the final 33 yards.
You talked about it earlier in a similar situation at the end of the half. There's a short list of things that you can do here. Shot to the end zone, short pass to the sideline. If this goes to the middle of the field shy of the end zone, the game is over.
Correct. You don't have enough time to run up there, and if you did, any of the yards you would gain on a short pass don't mean anything. So they've got to get a chunk play towards the boundary. If not, this ball needs to end up in the end zone.
Koo the miss, keeping it at a 5-point game.
This is one of those chances where you have Mike Evans in the game, you just throw him a deep ball contested catch and either go high point or PI.
Whistle before, it is a false start. The clock was already stopped, so there's no runoff.
False start by the offense, number 78. It's a 5-yard penalty. It's still second down. This is not a 10-second runoff. There's 9 seconds on the clock.
And moves him back to the 38-yard line. Makes it a little bit tougher, and you're right. If you got Evans or Godwin, like those are your top two options. Not the case for Tampa Bay. That was the story of the game for the Buccaneers. It's the story of the final sequence. 8 back in coverage for Atlanta. Mayfield is just going to have to toss it away. Didn't want to throw it to the middle of the field. Arnold Ebiketie was coming in with some pressure, so Mayfield tosses it. It's third down. There's only 6 seconds left now.
Yeah, so this is it. You got 2 options. It's either throw short, lateral, or just take a shot in the end zone. I thought on that last snap, with how deep Atlanta was playing, there was nobody on the top of the field on Sterling Shepard. I think he could have picked up an easy 10 yards, gotten out of bounds, and just made this Hail Mary attempt a little bit closer.
3 defenders on the goal line for Atlanta. Game down to this. Mayfield steps up, launches it to the end zone for the win. It is caught out of bounds, and Atlanta takes over first place in the NFC South, holding on for a 5-point win.
Wow. Rakim Jarrett, he caught that ball, but he was clearly out of bounds. If that ball's thrown about 4 yards shorter, we might have had some action. Great job by Richie Grant going up to high point that ball. Unfortunately, the police officer took the brunt of this in his back. But man, Baker Mayfield, he made plays when he had to, but you can't say enough about this matchup, and both these quarterbacks gave it everything they could.